You guys messing with me? The abrupt ending? Why can't I hear anything from anybody? You can hear me, but I can't hear you guys. There.
You're a whore, Peter.
What are you fucking doing? Yeah. I can hear you, Dan. Yeah. I don't know. I definitely know. Yeah, we can hear you. No, I can hear everybody. Now I can hear everybody. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I can hear Matt. So welcome to the Shadowcast weekly podcast. I swear to God, Dan, no. I can hear you. That's what was weird. When I first got on, I couldn't hear either of you, unless that was shtick. But
do we know if anyone can hear that live?
I can hear you now.
Ah, there we go.
good. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Dan
know
had
they
the finish roll as the bottom.
I can.
So
That was fucking weird.
that was really weird.
You guys aren't fucking with me.
Pete, say
No.
something, please. Okay, I can hear Pete. I can hear
Something,
Pete.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Woo!
It's like I'm leaving. Well, welcome to the
That was
Shadowcast, everyone. Oh boy!
It's gonna be a show, apparently.
Actually, here.
This is a weekly podcast where we go over different pop culture things, movies, shows, figures that are coming out, sometimes statues. If I really lean these guys into, yes, finally, Dan. Yes. Are you reading it?
I'm going to start so I can finish it by either the next show or the show after.
It's going in the drawer.
I just got it in the mail.
You're not going to be able to put it down, so you're good.
It's going in the drawer.
As a nerd, I have to put in my nerd card and admit that I have never read over half of this.
So what is that? What does that collect? It should say on the back. It should say collects Batman, yada yada yada.
Oh, I don't know. It's all of it. Hidden for years, secret organization under the court of vow suddenly surfaces back.
No.
I didn't. Give me a
last part of that paragraph, or possibly a little blurb at the blurb at the
this
beginning.
collection includes Batman 1 through 11.
Oh yeah, it's only 11 comics then, but still, honestly, that's good. New 52, I love. Yeah, so we go over nerdy shit like that on the podcast.
I choose your own adventure. Not interested. Oh, stop it. I discovered through Amazon that they have, and I think you kind of alluded to it. They have re-released
that a long time ago. That they re-released them in the smaller version of a trade, which honestly is nice because trades are big.
And this was $9. This was $10 for all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And there's like all of their major series are have been redone in and they're calling it the DC Compact Comics.
Yeah, it's really a cool way to collect those. I don't know if they're going to put those out in the same frequency that they put out trades, because that actually might be a good way to go for something that consumes a little less vertical space, even though that's definitely thicker to compensate. But yeah, dude, it's so.
And I love the pages. I love the way it smells and feels like opening an old comic book. And I just wanted to add, I'm not going to go deep into it because I know the joke is talk about Ghost. I read the Sister Imperator issue 1. Fucking shit went dark. Like dark.
That doesn't surprise me.
Like page 1, you're looking at the first page, like, okay, then you go, oh Jesus, fucking shit. Okay, we're doing this. I guess I should have expected it, but I was like, oh, we're it's also written like and I wasn't complaining because of the world it's coming from. He probably did it on purpose. It's written like the old comics from the 60s where it's overly what's the word I'm looking for? There's a running commentary that
you have the little square.
No, they speak it like it used to be like I think the penguin is up 12 floors. I think I need to throw my batarang and climb up the It's kind of like a running commentary like that. And I was like, that fits. It fits for the era and the story. So it's very good. If
kind of how Netflix wants theirs to be written.
We want to be comics in the 60s.
It's pretty much what they want. But nice. Yeah. Honestly, you're not gonna I hope you don't stop with Court of Owls because 0 year is so fucking amazing. I've said that so many times, but it's so
not gonna stop.
So
and
good.
I told Kelly I got this and I don't want to collect every single one of them, but I do want to catch up and grab stuff that I have had before or don't have now and start a collection again. And what's up, Junkian? I want to get Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters Compendium Volume 2, because I have one. Which one
are they doing those in? Are IDW putting out those smaller ones too?
I'm getting to that, my friend. Okay. So the original was it WoW Comics that did Real Ghostbusters in the 80s and 90s. They have them out in 2 compendiums. IDW already has the compendiums. I just got to collect them. There's like 8 of them. Yeah,
but are the compendiums like the thick version, or are they a smaller?
It's the smaller. They basically go by years.
Okay, so it's I don't have it handy.
I'll have one. I'll grab it in a second. Hold on.
I had Daredevil Born Again over here because I have one of those collections. But it would be kind of cool to see if Marvel and even independents like Dark Horse and IDW kind of released them in that almost like a novella type format where it's just literally a smaller book. I don't mind if it's thicker, but if it doesn't have to be 8 inches tall and 6 inches deep, it doesn't need to be. Yeah, okay, so it's basically like an omnibus kind of thing.
It is. Yeah, it's actually called the IDW Omnibus Volume 1. So this has the first year about the first year of their stuff, and they did one for every single year they did it. So there's like 8 or 9 of these.
Okay, yeah, the one I have is actually Daredevil Born Again, which is it has I forget who the first few are from, but then it goes into Brian Michael Bendis years. And Bendis was actually a consultant producer on Daredevil Born Again, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and and also I finally caught up on Daredevil today, and I still love the show.
Oh, I did you watch it yet? So hard. I'm so sorry.
Oh. Did you watch it yet, Peter? No,
I'm not. I haven't finished 4 yet.
Okay. Honestly, one of the things I wish I was kind of like I wish I didn't watch it because I want to watch 4 and 5. Like I want more. I want more than just 45 minutes of Daredevil. In all honesty, but I watched that, so I'm caught up on that. I caught up on Reacher. 1 episode left in season 3, and it's gonna be a good one. I liked season 3 so far. I think it's been pretty good. I like it more than season 2. Season 2 wasn't bad, but there was just something about season 2 that didn't quite do it for me. I don't know.
Okay. I like season 2 a lot. I'm actually feeling the opposite of Reacher. I'm not a big fan of season 3 because he's like infiltrating the rug business.
Yeah, it was weird, but dude, honestly, that first episode, I was just thinking, what is going on? And then right before the title card comes up, I was just, oh shit, I was all in because it was such a good twist. Yeah, I'm really liking season 3 a lot.
When the hell did Jenny Ortega get here?
I don't think that's real.
Oh, God damn it. Let me go back to that.
That'd be cool if it was, though. But they didn't introduce that he had a daughter.
Yeah, we'll get to Jenny Ortega news in a minute or two. That's why I thought that was weird.
Yeah, I think we would know about that, honestly.
Yeah, I thought you would. Yeah, I think one of you would have mentioned that.
Yeah. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Pete's not there yet.
No, it's okay.
Born Again. I'm really enjoying Born Again, Junkie. And if you liked the Netflix Daredevil, this feels very similar. But it's also nice because it's Matt Murdock post Daredevil. He's trying to step away, and it's really funny. I said it last week, but it's really cool to see Fisk and Matt being inevitably pulled back into the worlds they're trying to escape. And it's very well done. I'm really enjoying it. I also like that it is a longer season because it gives us more time for drama and exposition, because even dramatically the show functions really well, I think. Episode 3 was really well done because it's not relying on just Matt fighting, and it's also creating more of a story in Matt's own life as a lawyer, where the Netflix show didn't really do much to I don't know. It didn't really establish him as much in that persona of Matt Murdock. And this show is developing that side of him, and I think they're doing a good job. Because even in the Brian Michael Bendis, what?
He's a damn good lawyer.
Well, even in the Brian Michael Bendis comics, there's a significant amount of time where he's in the courtroom. Like, he's trying to fight in the legal way, too. And it's fun to see how that is creating conflicts in Matt Murdock's life, not just Daredevil's. Whew. But I also watched Twisters, which was pretty bad. Alien Romulus, which I thought was really good until the last 15-20 minutes.
I knew it. I saw it.
It's so good. Do you like the entire thing, or do you like it up to that?
I don't feel the way you do, but I was kind of like, I already spoiled it, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we spoiled it on here.
I didn't do it. I did do it on purpose. I thought it was one of those fake pictures.
Oh, okay.
Turns out it's not. You know what? The rest of it, the first 2 acts are good enough that it didn't. Like, I'm not like, I don't want to see another one ever again. I liked it. I certainly liked it better than Alien 3
or Resurrection. No, overall, I thought it was really well done.
Right, yeah, better than Resurrection.
To take back what I said, though, if it had just been a normal xenomorph on the ship at the end, it would have been exactly what they've done time and time again. So
that's true.
That's true. Kind of okay with them deviating from that, and there's a really good jump scare in there.
Even though we see most of it, not most of it, we see a lot of it on the trailer. Man, the first time I saw Alien, I watched it underneath my stepfather's chair because I was 5 or 6, and he was like, let's watch an Alien movie. And not like
Pete,
this.
Have you seen Alien?
I was going to say, I was actually bored by Romulus, and I turned it off halfway.
Oh, all right. But have you seen the original Alien?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Love it.
I don't understand how you were bored by it.
I don't either.
It was to me, it was kind of drawn out about all of them having this wishful thinking to escape the planet. That took a good 20 to 30 minutes before they actually got into the plane. Once they're there in the plane, they realize that their android is broken, and they combine it with the other one to make it working again. Turns out he's evil, blah blah blah. And then they find the body, I think, through the acid roof.
Yeah, which I thought was a cool reveal because they were so busy looking at the hole in the ground, they didn't even see the corpse hanging from the ceiling.
I will say this. I certainly like, without trying to give it away, I'm going to say this as delicately as I can. I liked what they did with this movie about 1,000 times more than what they did with Resurrection.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, miles away. And at the time, I really liked Resurrection. And as I get older, I'm like, I fucking hate this movie.
The one thing I thought was cool about Resurrection was that they finally got some CGI for aliens and stuff, but it was where they were leaning on too much.
Listen, she hits that shot legitimately with the basketball. Sigourney Weaver does.
I know.
Listen, that woman can do. I'm not even talking about looks or anything like that. That woman could do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, wherever she wants, anytime. Sigourney Weaver is a queen. Also, she's the reason I like Shoulders so much. Ghostbusters.
The first Alien movie to me was great, only because it didn't focus on a protagonist. You didn't know who the main protagonist was towards the end of the movie. I thought it was Tom Skerritt, and Tom Skerritt dies.
Oh,
yeah.
You mean Ash? Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, I thought that was brilliant writing too. So you're like, what's going on here?
I don't know.
Out of fear, kills the goddamn thing. I'm like, wow, this is a movie.
I actually like. It's kind of an agenda, in the writing, obviously. But I like how they created a reason for them to actually go to the ship. Like, life on that planet sucked ass.
Yeah, why would you go down there?
So because like you, after a certain point, you're like, why would you keep going? But considering what their life was on that planet, it's kind of worth the risk. And they probably could have summed that up in a shorter span of time. But I also think it was important for us to see just how deep that relationship was between Andy and Rain. So I don't know. I like the movie. The last part of it was really felt like them trying to justify Prometheus and Alien Covenant, but
we calling it Offspring? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, it's called The Offspring.
The Offspring.
Yeah, and then they finally did a little bit better with with beheaded Ian Holm.
Oh yeah. Oh, rest in peace, Ian.
Yep.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, even then, looking at how they are basically forced to live, they owe their lives to the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. So that also makes sense why Andy is later then corrupted by that lit added file, and why suddenly that becomes the key agenda, because Weyland-Yutani does not give a shit about anything except money. So I don't know. I think that the story did a good job of really establishing the evil that Weyland-Yutani is, rather than just them being more of an ambiguous, overarching evil company. Like they're inherently fucking terrible.
You know,
like, it's kind of like an Amazon warehouse where they just they don't see the sun.
Pee in a bottle.
You know, I prepared a whole because a couple of links I couldn't find for the episode off of Instagram, and I hate using Instagram on the show.
Yeah,
and I prepared a couple of PDFs, and I'm trying to bring up the Xenomorph, and it's not letting me, and it's really pissing me off. Like, I did work on it. I know, but I did work on it to make a presentation, and it's like, nah.
While you're pulling that up.
Good. All right.
I was gonna say, I was working on arcades all weekend, and I wanted to fill out like some more retro arcades. So we already have Galaga, we have Pac-Man. I didn't redo the art for Miss Pac-Man yet, and then a lot of people have been requesting Donkey Kong. So I finally did a Donkey Kong, and now it's on. Yeah,
it's on like
that. It's got the little speaker up front.
Nice.
Just kidding. I did a Miss Pac-Man too. Went ahead and redid that 100%.
I mean,
that's
all
that's
that artwork is brand new. Everything is recreated
That
painstakingly.
looks really sweet.
Thank you. It's
That
these
is my
older
wife's
games are
favorite
really
game.
hard to get artwork for, so you have to recreate a lot of it or be creative about it. But yeah,
Well,
I'm
like
really
they
happy
did
how
with
they
the
came out.
Ghostbusters one really came out sharp.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to bring
Come on,
3
you
of those
can't
to the
tell unless
con
you really
too.
look at it.
What, the Ghostbusters one or
Ghostbusters, yeah.
nice? Because we know that Ghost Corps people walk around there. So
They do.
yeah, dude, you're gonna see a lot of Ghostbusters at the con.
But actual Ghost Corps or cosplayers?
I think it's Ghost Corps. I think they have their own booth and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It might be cosplayers that go out to the Ghost Corps booth, but like they're manning the booth.
I didn't know there was going to be a Ghost Corps booth. Well, I'm not going to be at your table. I'm just going to stand there the whole time. Oh, here. I finally got it before we go too far off of Alien.
I'm curious how this is going to be. 52 Toys does normally what they mostly focus on is animal kind of transformers that turn into cubes. So this is going to be interesting. I actually have a few of them, but I also have one that is a predator that folds up into a cube. So I know that they release figures outside of that line. So I'm curious to see how this looks. I mean, obviously it's very stylized, but
I like it. I fucking like it a lot.
I like the head.
I think it looks cool.
But I don't know if these are renders or not, but the posability of it looks great too.
No,
like he's able to do.
They better not be because they were real.
They do a lot of like this thing's probably going to have articulated fingers because 52 Toys really gets in and focuses on those smaller details. So it would not surprise me at all if this thing had articulated fingers, or no, it just has different hands. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the different hands.
Which also makes sense because the fingers are so slender, but I wouldn't have been surprised either way.
Uh,
I do like the interchangeable mouth, though.
My thing is going to be the price point. I know NECA had their big chap for about $40-$50. So if this is around that, this will definitely be a cop for me. If this is going upwards of $70-$80, I might have to pass on it.
I think this might be in the 60s.
Motherfucker, I just learned how to do full screen.
I'm also not sure how much, or excuse me, I'm not. Does it say how big it's going to be?
Yeah, this is a 7 point something.
18 centimeters. I don't know. 1/12 scale.
Okay.
I like it. I have like 5 aliens right now.
I have a Revoltech one in my storage unit.
How big is it?
I haven't touched it in years.
I was gonna say, is it as big as the Godzilla?
No, Revoltech doesn't do anything like that. Although Prime One does. Prime One just released for pre-order a dog alien from Alien 3.
Oh, nice.
All right, so
I think I have a figure.
Before I don't want to step on your toes. Before we move on, do you have anything else to show us or tell us or do?
Oh, well, as Junkin was mentioning earlier, I did get the Anycubic Cobra 3 Max today. I've already set it up. I already posted a video on how that setup goes. I think I'll post another video following up after a first print, which I'm already doing a first print for. And it's kind of wild because right now I reorganized that room if you watch the video, and I got 4 FDM printers printing right now, which is pretty incredible. Yeah. I never thought in 5 years that this is where I would be with freaking 400 by 400.
Hey, Matt, did you ever look into like 3D printing or anything? It's like, I don't know. I thought about it. Yeah, I have 9 3D printers.
Yeah, Dan, if you skip to the last minute of this video, it'll show you like the full reveal.
How do you skip on Instagram?
Oh, it's on YouTube also. I'm sorry.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's on YouTube.
Is this a reel? If it's a reel, you should be able to fast forward on a reel.
Not on the browser, trust me.
Yeah.
All I can do is stop it. Just let it
Yes.
play and talk about the.
Yes,
9?
Misty. Yes, Misty. 9 of them. Doesn't mean I use 9 of them. Well, I only physically have 8. I'm waiting for one to ship. Did you get the Ace also, Pete?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm doing the math in my head. Throughout the lifetime of printing, I've had 10 printers. I gave 2 away to public schools. I threw 1 away.
You gave 1 to me. That was my first
fuck.
resin. That was my first resin printer.
Oh, the photon. I thought I
Yeah.
threw that away too. Yeah, no, but I replaced the
I
screen.
mean,
like
you did give it away, yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Is that Bebop and Rocksteady?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Wait, show again? Ah.
Those look really good. It's
I
too
haven't-
bad that they're 1/18th.
Yeah, I get it. I haven't opened them yet. I just took the plastic off, but yeah, they look so good. Joy Toy's crushing it, man.
I can't wait till I'm done with the con so I can actually open the figures that I got. Jenna Ortega casting cult favorite 90s horror.
I also
movie.
received this.
Whoa.
What on earth is that thing?
That is a okay, everything is fall. It's
It's a plumbus.
it's Warhammer 40K. I can never yeah, it's a Plumbus. I can never remember what it's called. Dread Knight, maybe. But it has a little guy inside of it. It's just basically a big ass mech suit they use. And then I have Paladin coming in a few months, and that's a $800 bad boy. He's a fucking beast. I cannot fucking wait.
Missy collects Funkos, right?
Oh, I collect Funkos.
Trying to. I feel like we're like killing her with all these toys that we got. Just a bunch of grown men with toys, and it's awesome. I have no complaints.
Oh, me too.
My wife, on the other hand,
I picked up the Sam Wilson Captain America Funko. That was like the Target exclusive.
oh yeah,
I need to find the Hulk because apparently the Hulk is a 6-inch one, and I want that dynamic because that'll be cute. Also, my Mars Attacks one's also arrived. That's awesome.
Jesus.
This
oh that's right, single white female.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega. Excuse me. Go ahead, Matt.
I don't know anything about this movie. Talk.
Oh, okay. So I have never seen the movie. Well, that's not true. I've seen the movie up until the part where she blows him, the guy from Wings, because I was up late.
Paul McCartney?
Yeah, that Wings.
Wings the show, like the guy that played
Show
Sandman
Wings.
and Spider-Man.
Yeah, not Paul McCartney in Wings. I forgot
Tom
who's
Skerritt.
in. Not Tom. Shut up.
Who's the guy that played
Let me
Sandman
cut-
and Spider-Man?
Hold on. Okay, so when I was a kid, we used to have the living room, the family room. But you could see the TV if you sat on the end of the couch in the family room from the living room. And I think my dad thought I went to sleep because I'm sitting on the couch with the TV off, and he's watching Single White Female having a carton of fucking coffee ice cream. I'll never forget this because you get to the scene. I'm 6. Well, no, I'm not even 8, 9, 10 when it came out, 93. I'm 8, 9, or 10. And it gets to see where at the end they don't show it, but you see her go down on him. And right at that moment, I can still see him turn around with the spoon in one hand going, "What are you doing up?" Zoom, ran up the
Nice.
stairs.
1992, Pete. Or,
Oh, yeah, 90.
Yeah.
My name's Dan.
and it was
90
Steven Weber, I guess.
Steven Weber. Yes, Steven Weber. Thank you. And I've never gone back to finish it because all I can see is my dad start to get up to kill me with the spoon.
You saw
What are you
something
doing?
else?
I'm watching this.
You didn't finish it because you already saw something finishing it?
Yeah, pretty much. But now I have seen the whole movie, just not one shot, and I know it's fucked up.
I never saw
But I
it.
think with the current climate in the world and the internet the way it is, this is going to be I'm intrigued by this remake. I'm down for it. No pun intended.
That reminded me. I just started watching. What was it?
Did anybody ever tell you what the plot was? Because you said you'd never seen the movie, Matt.
I've never seen it. No, I don't know anything about it.
So I think the girl's looking for a roommate, and she puts out an ad, and Jennifer Jason Leigh comes in,
Yeah, there it is.
and slowly starts like transitioning into her.
Oh yeah, she
Cuts
says
her
she
hair,
changes
like-
her hair, cuts it the same way, colors
Yeah.
it the same way. That's not her boyfriend. It's got one of the best kills you've ever seen with a heel of a shoe.
I saw in the show, the Mick. There's a guy who gets his eye fucking taken out with the heel of a shoe.
Well, yeah, this is yeah, that.
Oh my god! Whoa.
Yeah.
So, in an episode of The Mick, which is Caitlin Olsen's attempted show that unfortunately only went 2 seasons, the 2 kids are arguing over the master bedroom, and the one throws a shoe at the other, and Caitlin Olsen and the guy she's dating in that episode walk in, and it fucking hits him right in the face, stabs him in the eye.
God, I don't remember it being that vulgar, but damn.
Oh, that show is so funny. It's so good.
Yeah. Well, past that, the show, the movie was very good. I've only seen it in pieces, so this one I'll see all the way.
Gotcha. That reminds me, I also watched the first episode of Running Point, which is a Kate Hudson show.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Dude, I only watched the first episode, but it's so amazing. It's so damn funny. Like
Chet Hanks is in it.
Who?
Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks's son. He's the tatted, like rapper looking guy. Yeah.
Wait, what?
He's on the team. He's like one of the teammates.
Oh,
was
the
like,
jerk off son's in it?
I only know. I don't know. Dan's making some
The
reference.
jerk off son. Not the nice
Yeah,
son. The
yeah.
jerk-off's in it. Yeah, you know what I said.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know about Colin Hanks from like Snow Day and stuff. And he was like on NCIS or something.
The show is good. But I'm not surprised because if you knew who wrote it, you'd be like, oh shit, no wonder it's a banger.
Mindy Kaling, Ike Barinholtz.
Oh yeah, okay. I
Dude.
just came to the page.
Netflix shows you like a little preview of whatever you're hovering over, and I watched that. I was like, okay, and that intro with Justin Theroux in the hospital bed and everything was amazing. I only watched the first episode, but it was so damn funny. Plus, that guy over her right shoulder is actually in the Mick as Caitlin Olsen's guy, Jimmy. And he's fucking amazing in that. And then
I've heard good things about the Mick as well.
Well, I was just talking about it, about how funny it was. But over her left shoulder, I actually only know him from one other thing, and that is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And he's a pain in the ass subordinate to Melissa Fumero's character, Amy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need to watch more of this because it's so good. Brenda Song's also really good in it. But it's very funny. How much did you watch, Pete?
I'm like 5 episodes in.
Okay, cool. It's been renewed for a second season, so that's awesome. Because yes, it's so damn funny.
Mindy Kaling's writing is fantastic. She did a show called Never Have I Ever, which I absolutely loved. And then she does another show on HBO called The Sex Lives of College Girls. The first two seasons were great. The third season is kind of falling off a little bit. One of the main characters left, and they subbed in somebody else for it. So it's, I don't know. When that original cast breaks up, you feel it falling apart. So I don't know.
Mindy kind of got her start with The Office. She was writing and directing episodes on that. And
now, see, we never talked about it on here. We talked about it on Nerd Herders. The Velma series, because she's the lead executive. She's an executive producer, right? And the lead and a writer on it.
We don't talk about that show. We don't talk about it.
Okay, well, anyway, so they. I never watched it because I was never a Scooby-Doo guy outside of when Batman was around. and nobody gave it a chance. But I was like, she has a hell of a track record. Why?
They changed it way too fucking much. So I was a Scooby-Doo fan. I watched it when it was doing the older replays at Nick at Night and stuff, and Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
and then they had the Saturday morning cartoons, the Young Tales of Scooby-Doo, where they were all kids, and they were doing the mysteries like that.
That was on Saturday mornings, I think, too.
Love that show. I even watched a couple of the movies with Grayson. So we did the WWF one. We watched the one with the vampire girls. So going into this, I kind of had like high hopes as far as comedy was concerned, but it felt like they just changed the backstories of all the characters too much, and it didn't feel like a Scooby-Doo show.
Okay. Well, that's different.
Yeah.
That's valid.
I know the other complaints. I know about those complaints. That's not the pup named Scooby-Doo. Thank you so much. But that's not why I had a problem with it. I felt like Velma was more awkward than anything else. And she like fumbled a lot, which is not really like a Velma trait. Daphne was like the rude B word, and which is like a caricature of how she was in the movie.
Weird word to edit on this show, but all right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. And then Shaggy wasn't really like the pothead, but he was very chill and cool. I don't know. It was just a little too different for me to care about, right. and it wasn't funny for me to stay involved in it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't watch it, so I didn't have a comment. I just I know Damien and Foxy were big fans, and they were out on it, and I was like, I'll take their word for it because they're not like that, where they jump on shit ahead of time. But then I saw the rest of the internet, and I'm like, but it's Mindy Kaling. Like she's
she has a really impressive resume and all honesty.
How was the quality then?
Quality of what?
Past that, how was the writing on the show?
That's what I'm saying. Like I felt like the characters had changed so much, it wasn't that funny to keep me.
Okay, so it wasn't even funny. Okay. Well, 99% of a track record is not bad.
Yeah.
94%?
No, but that could also just mean it's not for Pete.
Yeah, also true.
But I can understand why that's also problematic because you were
an older franchise and you kind of
you were familiar with the existing. Like it's almost looking at the Seth Rogen Turtles universe and how you can appreciate that as a lifelong Turtles fan, and then they come and if you want to make the comparison, which might not be fair to do, but Velma comes and makes bigger changes to that universe that someone who's been familiar with it, if not a fan of it, they're through the entirety. Otherwise, it kind of drops off for them.
Misty, you didn't like how Fred accused Red Herring every episode of committing the crime?
I don't
Scooby-Doo was golden.
I don't remember that at all.
Here's a look, Johnny. Okay, yeah. So we knew about this a couple years ago that Carl Urban got cast as Johnny Cage. A lot of people had a problem with the main character. I can't remember, Cole something. But apparently they're taking away that perspective and then kind of making the movie focus on Johnny Cage this go around, which I think is a stronger step in the right direction. Yeah, Cole Young. There you go. Played by Louis Tran. You have this rich cast of characters. Why wouldn't you focus on any of them? Instead, you bring this other guy that's completely uninteresting. That first movie was kind of weak, to be honest. And yes, there were good parts. I really enjoyed anything with Scorpion and Sub-Zero in it. But I have a feeling the second movie is going to be fucking amazing.
I want a sequel to Dredd. Carl Urban.
Yeah, really.
He wants to do more of it.
I know.
Crowdfunded. I'll put in money.
I'll put in money. I'll give you
$5. I would help finance a Kickstarter.
I'll give you $5 for that movie.
Dredd. He wanted to do a series. I don't know. Amazon, HBO.
Oh, don't worry. James Bond's fine.
if anyone, I think if anyone should do a series of Dredd, it should be HBO probably because HBO goes all in with their shit.
Pete, question: what was a better Mortal Kombat movie, the first number one or this number one?
First number one, hands down.
I agree. I love that movie. And I know it's cheesy compared to this one, but
if all the
Not even-
storyline, the characters were great.
dude, I
The,
love that.
the soundtrack is fucking incredible.
Your brother's soul is mine.
He was so amazing in that role that even in this game they brought him back to do Shang-Chi.
Yeah, they have him as a yeah, exactly. I'll say this though. I'm gonna have to look up the actor's name who plays Johnny Cage in the original Mortal Kombat movie, but that's Johnny Cage. Just by that picture right there. I tell you what. No, I will say this. This Mortal Kombat 2, I have no worries about it being great, and it'll blow the first movie away, even though I enjoyed it. I hated that sequel to the first movie, the original movie, so much. I hated that movie.
Didn't
I
they
had
kill
no
Johnny
joy out
Cage
of it.
off the first minute?
Lyndon Ashby.
Yeah, Lyndon Ashby. Thank you. I had it up, but I was so I was so ready to shit on the second movie. Yeah, once they kill him, I'm out. But like, it was also bad. Like, it's just. And then the original Mortal Kombat with Christopher Lambert, who's absolutely Asian, as Raiden.
Who they swap him out for? The guy from
I don't know.
Warriors that played Ajax.
Son of a bitch. Mortal Kombat. What was it called? Mortal Kombat Annihilation? I don't even remember
James
anymore.
Remar.
What the hell's going on? What button is that?
James Remar, yeah.
James Remar. Oh, okay, yeah. I know it's 90s cheese, but I love that cheese, that first Mortal Kombat. It's just fun, though. It's fun.
Came out in '95, which is later than I thought.
It's a fun movie.
I never saw it though.
Oh, but the guy who plays Kano, don't look up that story. The actor, sad fucking story. But
Is it Kano or Canoe?
It's Kano.
Okay.
That
Asian
means.
silent.
I
Oh,
don't even know what that means.
K. No.
But I quote that scene between him and help me, the bad guy. Why can't I think of names?
Shaolin?
Bro?
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung, the first scene in the club. I quote that to myself walking through the house doing chores or whatever all of the time, and I don't know why.
Yeah, but that's because you're weird. So
That is also true. That is also true. Yeah. Now that you mention it, maybe it's not such a great movie. And I'm just weird.
what the fudgy the whale?
She's here, right on time. I love punctuality in a woman. Don't you, Mr. Shang Tsung? Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Pete? No?
I
Are you
don't
sure
remember that one.
Are you sure she'll follow me? You killed her partner, did you? She'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Yes. That's how the movie opens. Yes. Love that movie. I'm going to watch it after we're done.
I was wondering what movie it would be this week. Actually,
Mortal Kombat 1995. That's the one.
What
I
movie
also
you get
love
figures in the book game.
I also love Christopher Lambert, man. Highlander is Raiden. You know, at least they didn't have him wear anything over his eyes, a la a James Bond movie and make him Asian. He's just, I am Raiden, Lord of Thunder. Good job, Chris. All right.
Your impressions are pretty good. I'm not
Thank
gonna
you.
lie.
I watched this movie a lot. I remember ordering it over. This is one of the movies I saw it in the theaters and it came out on pay-per-view, and I'm like, I'm not waiting for this to come out on tape. I will apologize for ordering it later. Record. God, that sucker. And my mom never answered. She saw it on the bill and I never heard about it. So she was like, all right.
Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, you did that dirty thing where you would pay for something on pay-per-view and then record it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that too.
All the time. That's how I had to. Never mind.
It's a lot of Godzilla movies for me.
Genesis Live.
Um,
That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this just based on the pictures. Carl Urban and anything, sign me up.
Oh yeah, go watch Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, then Dan, or the third one, whichever one. Third one.
Is he in that? Is he
Yeah.
in that?
Yes.
Okay, I watch almost anything with Carl Urban in it.
Starship Troopers coming to the
Oh, I think it was apparently Assassin's Creed Shadows is really good. Just want to throw that out there. I don't really play Assassin's Creed. My friend is playing this a lot, and it's getting really good reception, so that's kind of cool. But yeah,
who knew with all of the crazy white folks complaining about a game they hadn't played yet that it was going to be good, even though they said this is stupid.
Well, no, I mean, okay, but I would more so be ambiguous about it being good because it's made by Ubisoft.
But that's not what they were saying. You and I know that, but they were like, "This is good. It can't."
Why is there a black samurai in here?
This never happened, except the history books say it kind of did. Blah!
Totally have it.
I got my. What is this?
Isn't
Six?
this getting made along the same time as a Helldivers movie is getting made?
Are they actually making a Helldivers movie?
I'm asking you guys. I thought I saw that, and I'm not sure.
Oh,
I'd be kind of surprised, but it would be. I don't know how they would do a Helldivers movie. I think they shouldn't, and I think that Starship Troopers is the right way to go because Helldivers doesn't have a character. Okay, I mean honestly, it has to be Starship Troopers. That's all it has to do is be that.
And PH needs a cameo.
I see now. My Helldivers fuel is not as deep of a tank as Matt, but also Matt has more self-control than I do. So like you're
right. I didn't buy a $400 fucking Warhammer thing or
I was talking about getting
Godzilla statue.
No, I was talking about getting angry at a game. That fuel, that fuse is longer than mine. Where Matt can play Helldivers for a couple hours, like more than me. After 2 hours, I'm like
missions.
I was really getting tired of hit. I was like, all right, I'm done.
This could be pretty cool. I mean, unless he doesn't do like, because I didn't think Gran Turismo was pretty good at all. So
did he do that?
Yeah, apparently he did.
Well, he also did one of my favorite movies, District 9. But then he also did Elysium, which is
he also did Elysium and Chippy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He does kind of have what's really funny, actually.
Well, I no longer trust this motherfucker.
I like Chappie. I like Elysium.
What did you highlight, Dan? It's impossible to read.
He's from South Africa. I was joking. I'm
Dan,
joking.
Did you watch District 9?
Yeah. Yo, I've seen all his movies.
Okay. I mean, that's entirely an allegory for apartheid.
This is I know he's on our side. Trust me. No, he's this guy has made movies right up my alley. Like every single one of them, I was like, yeah, I guess I'll see that. But Chappie kind of blew me away because I liked Diane Tward before, and then I liked them more after the movie was over.
And then they said something, and then you stopped.
And then there's video. They didn't just say something. I'll send you a link to the video later. I was like, "Oh, Diane Tward."
You don't have to. It's not that important to me. I just
they like to go after gay people with the slurs over and over again, and then run F word, run kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So I was like, well, but the end when she died. Spoiler alert, Chappie. What's her name dies? The fuck is her name?
Glenn Close.
Yolandi. Yolandi dies in the no. That was Basic Instinct. No, that was what's the other one that's like Basic Instinct with Michael Douglas?
You're talking about Fatal Attraction.
That's the one. Thank you. Same movie, but better actress.
Did I get that right? I was just naming.
You did. It was Fatal Attraction. I watched the beginning of that a lot. Anyway, Yolandi gets killed.
I'm good.
Yeah, I know it's right. Yolandi gets murdered, and basically they kind of show you that the next robots that are getting built as Chappie are Yolandi, and that song, their hit single plays, and I was like, it cuts to black, and I was like, yeah, and then nothing else. I never did another one.
Well, that's the problem with District 9. Give us the fucking sequel.
Yeah, I thought a sequel was announced like right after that, and then nothing happened.
Well, I don't like fan theories at all. I don't like indulging in them. But what's funny about District 9 is Christopher Johnson, the alien, says he'll return in 2 years. We're basically assuming that Christopher Johnson has more morality in him than anyone else in the entire movie, you know? Because even to the aliens, their offspring is not of particular import. So Christopher Johnson could have just been lying. It was like,
well, as far as the Chappie sequel, he wrote it as a trilogy and said they make them if they're economically feasible. And because everybody who complains about original ideas not being in Hollywood and that not going to see those movies when they're original didn't go to see it and didn't make enough money. Just wanted to throw that shot out there. So we're not going to see it. But District 9 performed well, and we're not getting that. So I don't know.
That's kind of funny because that's kind of like the movie
Yeah.
I can never remember. Chronicle, which you won't watch because of Max Landis' involvement in it. But I recently watched the Power Rangers. I watched the Power Rangers movie from 2017, and it's basically Chronicle. And then, honestly, it's so weird, and I know I'm digressing hardcore, but the Power Rangers movie that they put out was decent, and then the last action sequence happened. I was reminded how terribly it was a Power Rangers movie. Because up till then, it was actually pretty decent.
Well, remember where we were working when that movie came out, and they were lining the shelves with that shit. And then it kind of fizzled, like fast.
It was fast. It was actually a decent movie, and then the Power Rangers element really came in, and you just kind of felt these movies for kids. But it's also not for kids because there's a lot of more mature content going on in their lives.
Well, tricks are for kids, okay?
I
don't know. I was looking for a segue. Hold on. Here we go. Got it.
Yay! I saw someone post something on Instagram. They posted just a picture on Instagram of Jada Toys. It was a car with Captain Marvel next to it, and they said, Marvel Legends are done! Like, just completely trolling all the people who immediately jumped to that level.
I saw that in the chat. That's why this is cool, because another show that I really need to get on to is Invincible.
Does this mean that they're... Sorry, Dan.
No, it was going
Does
to
this mean
digress.
they're putting out figurines, or are they putting out cars with a little 2-inch metallic figure?
Hope it's figures.
I know that you've really enjoyed both the Street Fighter and Mega Man lines, so if it was figures, that could be pretty cool, actually, because you know it's going to be at a decent price point, too. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what this is. I'm honestly surprised it took this long to get an official line of figures from Invincible. And I really hope it's not going to be an Omni-Man metallic figure with a Chevy Corvette that's painted in his color scheme or something. Because that's what they do with a lot of things. But if these are actually going to be a 1/12 scale figure, that could be really cool. And they have such
I was just going to say, that'll be coming up later, our little discussion of Jada Toys and colors.
Oh, well, there's also such a cast of characters in Invincible that you can do a lot of things with it, which is pretty cool, too.
Here,
outside of just Omni-Man and Invincible, you have Gillian Jacobs' character. I forget her name. But then you have the Immortal. You have the whole original, quote-unquote, Justice League. Whoa, that looks awesome. That looks so cool. What? Oh,
Yeah,
it's
Jada
that
Toys.
one.
Yeah, Jada Toys is putting out another diecast Ecto, and it's hot pink. And I was like, yeah, all right.
When is that coming out? I want that.
You know, I get so excited to read these things that I wait for the show to bring it up. It's teasing the release. They haven't given a release date yet.
Okay.
But they're also doing a candy pink.
Would it be October?
Batmobile from the 60s.
I was thinking the same thing, Pete. It might be for breast cancer awareness.
Oh yeah, okay. But that looks badass, and I was like, yeah, all right. I guess
I'm thrown off because for some reason, I really like the newer Ford Broncos, so I bought this. This is Maisto. Jada Toys 1/24th scale are so much bigger than this.
My father bought one of those in that color.
My parents either bought one or they have one leased. Theirs is black, but I would have gotten a Jada Toys one, but there were only these other versions that have different. It's a different model, and it comes without the steering wheels and everything. But the 1/24th scale Jada Toys seem to be generally a bigger item than 1/24th Maisto. Yeah, I have that.
And so I'm assuming the pink one's going to be the same size.
I really, really wish they would put one out from Answer the Call, because that one's so fucking cool looking. I love that design. There's so much more red on it, and it's just that much sharper.
All the things that people pooped on that movie, but they didn't appreciate the end joke that it was an '84 Cadillac. The year that the original Ghostbusters got released. I'm like, come on, man.
Okay.
I love that car. I love listen, whenever I have a picture of the Ecto 1, like I have a wallpaper, when I get one of the original, I got to find one for the 84 because I think it's a sharp looking car. So, yeah. And one more for me before we continue on. Since we're talking about collectibles, one of the things I collect.
What else would we talk about?
Well, because movies are kind of not on our list, but I collect the shit out of these. And one of my favorite movies is finally getting a 4K.
I also watched The Gorge on Friday.
All right, well, never mind about Tombstone. Why don't you talk about The Gorge? I'll show
you.
I'm kidding.
I've never seen Tombstone in its entirety. Isn't Val Kilmer's Wyatt Earp a little more? Wait, no, he's Billy the Kid, right?
No, Val Kilmer is Doc Holliday.
That's it. I'm mixing up all the characters. He's kind of crazy in that, right?
No, he's just he talks shit and he can back up the talk shit. The shit talking.
I'm mixing up westerns. Then it's Kevin Kline in
Inside Out. In and Out.
No, keep going, Pete. You're getting closer.
It's not a western. Wild Wild West.
He said he's mixing up movies, so I just started throwing out other movies out there.
Oh, and Doc Holliday has tuberculosis. He's not crazy. Oh, what's his name is in
Silverado.
it?
Silverado.
Oh, Silverado. Yeah, that's slightly different movie. Yes.
Yes. Well, it's still.
We've been waiting. Fans of this movie have been waiting 20 years for a proper, because Vista Pictures did a release of it on DVD, a really good release, a lot of special features and a director's cut, which added a whole 5 minutes that I could do with or without. So this is coming without the director's cut. It doesn't matter because Michael Bean, he left. I'm sorry. Michael Bean and Doc Holliday, Michael Bean's character, which I forget his name, Michael Ironside as well, Bill Brocious, has one of my favorites, deliveries of a villain where Wyatt Earp pulls up after his brothers are dead. Goes, I just want you to know this is over. He just cuts to him going, well, bye. So cold, man. Great movie.
I need to watch more of those kind of classic westerns because, I mean, it's not really a classic, but the remake of 3:10 to Yuma is so good. I love that movie.
No,
with,
Western's
Christian
done
Bale
right,
and
man.
Russell Crowe. Some westerns are so good; they really
Western's
are.
done right. Some of the original westerns I cannot sit through. I sat through many years of watching John Wayne movies with my stepfather because
That's
Okay.
not. Those are John Wayne movies. That's
I
basically.
know. No, I
saying
know.
you like punk and you listen to only NoFX.
No. But what I'm saying is I got inundated with John Wayne bullshit that I'm like, I need to take about a 30-year break, and I have to get back into not the spaghetti westerns because I know those, but the modern westerns, the newer stuff.
Spaghetti westerns. I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That movie's amazing.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh my fuck! Dude.
I know. Hi, Kate. I like the pizzas.
I like Hateful Eight.
I haven't watched Hateful Eight. I despite the fact that I watched 4 new movies this weekend, I don't know. I don't like to just sit and vow my time to one thing for 2.5, 3 hours.
I got through 3 discs of the Monty Python series on Blu-ray.
I don't know.
Matt would rather watch The Gorge twice.
No, I wouldn't watch The Gorge twice.
Did you watch it twice?
No.
Oh. So what were you going to say about The Gorge, though?
What were you gonna say about it?
I thought it was all right. I thought it was all right. I don't know, I felt like there was something missing in it. Right?
I never heard of this money, so I don't know what we're talking about. What's it about?
It's an Amazon Prime movie. Or no, it's a Apple Plus movie, sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong.
What's it about?
Did you watch it?
No.
Oh shit. So basically there's a canyon, there's a gorge.
It's a gorge.
And every year they have 2 people looking over each side of it because there are these things that try to escape from it, and nothing that's in the gorge can be allowed to get out of it. So they basically find someone who, it seems to be usually someone who's a good marksman, to man one of the towers. Eastern Hemisphere gets one, Western Hemisphere gets the other. They're not allowed to contact each other, but they basically just overwatch this middle section of the gorge. The rest is monitored by like cameras with miniguns and mines and everything like that. There's only one section that's kind of vulnerable to the things within it climbing out. So yeah, Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy are
Miles Teller, Philly boy. Okay,
it's just a bunch of clones of Kevin Hart.
No, Kevin Hart.
Teller's not a short black guy.
They're trying to get out of the gorge, so Miles Teller is there.
Is that Kensington?
It's a joke. Miles Teller is kind of funny because he doesn't like the idea of acting, but I think he's a pretty good actor.
Say what now? Where'd you see that from?
I'd have to look it up again, but kind of the way Jennifer Lawrence was like, this is nothing. This is a stupid career. They don't contribute anything. Miles Teller seems to almost have a similar attitude towards acting, but I think he's a good actor. And when I was watching it, I actually messaged these guys and said I could picture a Metal Gear Solid movie with Miles Teller as Solid Snake, because he's also young enough to make more movies. And then Anya Taylor-Joy, not as Meryl, but as Sniper Wolf. I could see that casting. And
that's Vidania bitch.
Yeah. Well, she's Russian, so. Pete was saying last week that he wished he'd had ordered the Conan from Mezco, and then we got one from this other company.
Yes. Did he order it?
No, not yet. I'm debating if I should go after this one or if I should wait for a Schwarzenegger version. But I think I'm gonna go with this one.
Can't you just pop? You're talented. Just pop Schwarzenegger's head on there.
Whoa. Schwarzenegger's like twice his size. Okay.
Oh my god.
That wingspan alone.
What are you talking about? That would be a 1/6 scale figure.
Man, he's got some big nipples.
That's his weapon. That's his weapon for when he's unharmed.
My father used to collect the Conan comics, and that's why.
Oh, really?
I
Okay,
am vaguely fond of it.
gotcha. Yeah, when Mezco put out Conan and Death Dealer, people jumped on it so fast. I don't even know who the fuck Death Dealer is.
I mean, it's a pretty sweet set, man.
That's who is that? Frank?
Frazetta?
Frazetta Collectibles. I have no idea what Frazetta is. Look at
I
them
think
nips.
he released a Death Dealer also.
Not a fan of the knees, though. I know you can't hide it. It might just because I have bad knees and I'm not a fan of knees.
Frank Frazetta. That's it. I didn't think that was the name.
Frank.
What do the knees look like? Sorry, I was on another tab.
I didn't like the knees. Oh, what do they look like? That.
That's typical.
Yeah.
No, for you to not like knees.
This looks
Yes,
good.
exactly. Yes. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Yep. Motherfucker.
Yeah, this looks good though. Decent.
All
right.
Actually, it's also a decent price too.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
You have to order it. $70, dude.
What website was that?
Ignored everything. God damn it.
It's on Big Bad Toy Store.
Or is it- yeah, Big Bad-
RosettaGirl.com.
I'm surprised. Well, no, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it's on Big Bad. What are we looking at Mondo for?
You guys sent an X-Men 97 thing, so I brought it up.
That's why I'm not a big fan of Big Bad. It's $89.99 on the site.
Hold on, I got the link. Damn.
It's an import figure.
Young Padawan. Here.
I mean, I always hype up Big Bad, but I often do
In the private chat, dude. So did you not want me to bring the 97 stuff up? This is
So it looks like another release from Mondo Wolverine, but the brown suit Wolverine,
yeah, that's the picture I was looking at. Yeah.
pretty beautiful. Not gonna lie.
Is it the same one as the other one? Just a repaint?
Nah,
No, you're right. It is.
I prefer the brown suit over the.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely a different release.
if you guys
Yeah,
have
yeah.
not seen 97, there is so much
We talked
like
about
fan love in there. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm not even a big fan of X-Men, but 97 was great. Even though the last episode was good, but the one before it was amazing. The one before it, they did fucking everything. They did.
All right,
all the things
G.I.
that you
Joe
said.
fans, hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Gobbledygook. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. They just
There's a running joke that says Footloose looks like Pedro Pascal. Yeah,
Let me see.
I saw
It does. Yeah.
I saw a post about Footloose, and then they had Kevin Bacon in, and I said, okay, but this doesn't look anything like Kevin Bacon.
I don't like
I
that at all.
I think I only pre-ordered the big suit. I forget what it's called.
the snake armor.
Yes. Yeah, that 100% looks like.
I'm gathering all these. Next.
I didn't pre-order. I pre-ordered Blowtorch also.
G.I. Joe snake armor. Is that exclusive to Hasbro Pulse?
These are all the Hasbro. I don't
is-
know the exclusivity. These are all that was revealed through the Pulse stuff.
Oh, I thought this was an online store you're looking at, Dan. Is this just something that's showing what was put out?
No, I opened these all and I'm bringing them up one by one.
No, I know, but the website, is it? Can you?
Oh,
order
yeah.
it through the website.
No, yeah, well, not through the website, but it gives you the Amazon and Entertainment Earth links for now.
Okay. Yeah, the snake armor is.
You want me to go to one of those instead?
No,
Okay.
this is fine. Dark Lawn, I didn't go for. It's just way too inconsistent. I don't know. It's kind of cool, but it's also just a bit weird. I passed on this one also. I need to calm down with my Joes. I'm hoarding them all, and there's really not much of a reason to, because they still haven't given me Ice Cream Soldier. But no, I'm investing too much energy in other lines that I can definitely pump the brakes on G.I. Joes, because I've just been mindlessly ordering them like a psychopath.
Yeah, but can you pump the brakes on this?
No, I got that because that looks awesome.
Oh, okay.
How many did you get? You just get one or two?
I only got one.
Oh, they're sold out? Fuck me, man.
I want to, but I am only getting one.
Yeah, these are all by names only, but
There's Stormtrooper? Oh, these are the name only reveals.
Battle
That's
Armor
right.
Cobra. Yeah. This is Monkey Wrench coming up.
All right.
Sorry, I guess it would have helped if I fucking talked. That's Monkey Wrench.
I don't want to be your Monkey Wrench.
I don't remember the next line I'd say. This is Major Blood.
Yeah, I guess this is a reissue. I'm wondering if this is a retro reissue or what.
Sorry.
Because I think they've only put out one Major Blood so far, which is kind of surprising, but
I don't remember that character at all.
Who, Major Blood?
Yeah.
This is my brother's favorite, so I'm just automatically assuming he's more of a character than he might have been.
Oh, no, he might be. I don't remember a lot. See, I have this weird thing about I had to watch the cartoon as a kid, and then no G.I. Joes, and then the 94 anniversary stuff came out, and my dad bought as much as he could because that's what he grew up with.
Gotcha.
And so we had all of these old, these I want to see retro remakes of all the old figures throughout the house, and then that's what I remember. God damn it, the spam.
Actually, this guy I know,
cutie. Okay.
This guy I know sent me showed me a picture of his old school G.I. Joes still in the boxes, and that was really cool. I think he even had some of the old, like the 12-inch line.
Hold
on, and other shit they had.
Pardon me a second. No, Kate. No Bile Titans. No.
What is this?
Bad. I'm going to show you.
Oh.
No. It brings up bad memories of last night.
Yeah, what about the Impaler, bud?
Ah!
That was amazing.
Fucker. That fucker. I don't even know how to kill it.
They're easier to kill than I expected, actually.
God damn it. Peckerheads. Them, not you. But also you, Kate, for bringing it up. This is
just an infantry
trooper. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, it's cool that they've put out a few of these, but it's nice to see that they're continuing to do it for people who want army builders. Because one of the things I always think is really weird about G.I. Joe is it kind of goes against the whole concept of an army, because every one of the G.I. Joe characters has a name and is very unique and has their own kind of gimmick. But then there's the Joes, who are just your more generic soldiers, and then Cobra Troopers, who are just generic evil soldiers. But it's so weird in that universe. Everything is either super unique or just plain.
I do like it giving you a race choice. I do like that.
I think that's cool too. But
yeah,
I mean, they're also, I don't know, include foreheads.
Well, he's got a forehead. You have to have a head with a forehead.
Thank you for the pun. But like, why not Hispanic or Asian either?
I know what you meant, yeah. Well, they did. Now, I know the original line did have a lot of those like alternate releases where it would be an Asian or black or Russian, German, depending on the war they were talking about. Whatever country we're bombing the shit out of in that particular genre, they made sure they had those figures.
Oh, this this didn't come out yet. I'm waiting for this because this is going to be one that's
It's
this
a
is good.
digital render, but it looks badass.
That's going to be one to grab for sure.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. All right. Sidebar. You know what I wish they would re-release? The
What?
Rambo toy sets. Have we ever talked about the Rambo toy sets on this show? I really don't remember.
I don't think so.
There was a Rambo cartoon. This is the only reason why these toys exist. But these figures would come with like a small arsenal of guns and ammo that put in the guns and missiles, rocket launchers, missile silos, what have you, the big base. This was marketed towards kids. Like it went like G.I. Joe comes with the accessories, and the Rambo stuff went to the other side of the gauge on that one. It was crazy. And not a lot of people remember these. I bring it up all the time, and I don't remember those. I remember this guy for some reason.
Yeah, the bat. Yeah.
I remember that in particular, the chest piece. I know I had that. Rambo toys.
Yeah, I don't remember Rambo toys at all.
Coleco did it. And these goddamn things would have, let me see if I can find the base play set real quick. Talk amongst yourself.
Sorry, I'm still upset that I missed out on the Cobra Snake. I'm looking right now to see if it was, yeah. Pretty bitter. Pretty fucking bitter. I was gonna buy 2 of them.
There it is, dude. Oh my god. Here.
It's just plastic. It's just plastic. It's okay, I'll live. It's plastic.
Maybe I'll sell you mine for like $200.
I remember this very well. Wow. But it would come. That's just a small example. Like this thing came with.
How big were the figures?
Oh, like the regular G.I. Joes.
Okay,
6
okay.
inches. Not massive, but the base was like from the bottom of the table to above my head. And these things, like I said, these things were massive. And then it kind of went away. But they had the characters from the movie and the cartoon. So it was this shell-shocked soldier from the movie, battling all the bad guys that were basically the military. And I'm like, God, you wonder why I'm liberal. It's like, what? There you go. Look at all that shit. There you go. Boxes of guns. When
you first mentioned it, it made me think of like the Micro Machine bases.
Kind of like that.
I loved Micro Machines as a kid.
God, look! Oh my God, this is giving me a tactile memory of touching these boxes and giving all the soldiers guns. Ghostbusters would have guns and Rambo figures and G.I. Joe against the villain general holding the town over. Yeah, all that. Wow. Flashback live, folks. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm glad to see G.I. Joe is still.
It's still kicking.
Powerful.
I mean, when they put out the classified line, it was impossible to find them for a while. They were huge. Joe collectors don't play around. Like, they love their IP.
I remember Dad and I taking trips at 6 a.m. on the weekend to go to a toy store and wait for the doors to open to look for the shit he wanted when that original line got re-released. Fond memories.
I remember when I was a kid, I don't know exactly what caused it, but I just remember when I was a kid, my parents took me and my brother to Toys R Us to get these Transformers. They were the Dinobots, but there was some new version of them. They were like black, gold, and red because I had the Stegosaur, but I wanted the Solar Snooper, the Lego Solar Snooper, and my dad didn't. They were like, nah. So I got whatever dinosaur that was. I would still have this. I'd still have the Solar Snooper. I don't still have that Transformer.
All right. So now we're going to bring up something I know Pete is going to be super interested in.
Uh-oh.
I'm really curious how this is going to work.
For those who don't know, and I don't know how up on Pete is on this, but even Pete, when I brought up the Blitzway Ecto-1 and showed it to him in all its glory, Pete was like, oh. Blitzway is now doing a DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
How big is it?
1/6.
Oh, shit. It's huge.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know how big the Ecto-1 from Blitzway was, which is about 3 feet wide and like 2 feet tall? That size for a DeLorean.
It's approximately 30 inches long. Wow. Real metal, leather.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I'm
What?
going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. Wait.
Blitzway does amazing work.
This is $1,000. Remember the. Go ahead.
Blitzway's we mentioned it before, but I was thinking about it. Blitzway is eventually reissuing the original Ghostbusters figures, and I'm curious if they're going to re-release the Ecto-1 also. They didn't say it, but I was thinking, it would make sense if they did.
Okay, you know what? I'm screwed if they do the Ecto-1A and I buy it anyway on a new credit card that my wife doesn't know I open.
Jesus.
How am I saying no to that? With all the flashing lights. She heard that. I'm dead. But anyway, here's the 1982 DeLorean DMC-1 outfitted with Dr. Brown's upgrades. $1,000, 30 feet long. Everything works. The LEDs, the flux capacitor.
How long is
time
it?
circuit.
30 inches.
30 inches.
Okay.
Did I say 30 feet?
Sure did.
Yeah, but still, the actual. Oh no, that's 15 feet. Never mind. Sorry, I'm mixing up scales.
Yeah. What do we know what those are called?
Propulsion.
The exhaust
things?
propulsion, I guess.
I don't
they
know
light
what.
up because they also shoot out exhaust. Remember when he comes back the first time, the exhaust shoots out of that.
Right. I'm really
light
curious about how this stacks up against the Hot Toys.
I said it yesterday, and I didn't mean to insult Hot Toys. There's nothing wrong with the Hot Toys one. I don't see how this doesn't blow it out of the water. Oh, it has hover conversion.
So does the Hot Toys one.
I know, but I'm saying I didn't know this had hover conversion in general.
The Hot Toys one looks great. It's in my storage unit also. It looks so good.
For only $39,999.95.
This one is only $100-some more
than the Hot Toys one. You know what? We'll bring up comparison in a second.
It's honestly impressive that Blitzway kept it at a competitive price point because I think it will blow it out of the water. Because as good as Hot Toys is with detail and making things look legitimate, they're definitely a company that cuts corners in some areas, like having hollow pieces. That entire grid system that holds wires to different parts of the car, the way it snaps on is not perfect.
Got Biff's cane in it, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's a nice.
Yeah, I saw that. It's a really good.
Look at that! Look at that! It's even got the fucking cassette player on top. The clock.
I forget what the one in the Hot Toys looks like. I don't remember if it's a sticker or if it's 3D like that.
We're
You
gonna
got the beer can also.
Yeah, I love that beginning of what are you doing, Doc? I need fuel. What? I'm bringing up the Hot Toys one. Whoa, okay, so Hot Toys is 830.
Yeah.
So let's compare. Oh, come on. Really?
Yeah, they changed their website and it's really dumb.
It's pretty big too, man.
I know it is. It's big.
Hang on, I'm gonna bring up comparisons. Dude, I don't know. That's 𝗵𝗴𝗵𝗵,
Yeah.
and that's it's close, man. That is.
I mean, they're both based on the same car, so yeah, they're gonna be very close.
Yeah, but I've seen models that are supposed to be based on the same thing not be that be that close. They'll get a color wrong or miss a detail somewhere. I
Right.
want to get an interior shot. I don't think we're gonna get one.
Probably not much of one. No.
God damn it! It doesn't look like a sticker though.
I can't remember, honestly.
Kind of like the other one better though. I don't know what it is.
Stop saying that.
𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵?
I agree.
Yeah,
I think-
he wants. The problem is we're gonna try to say it's not, so he doesn't end up buying another one.
I'm not buying another one. I'm flat out not buying another one.
But I'm all kidding aside, it's hard for me. I'm trying to be subjective. I guess the bonus being the Hot Toys one came with the figures.
No, it doesn't.
Never mind. Fuck the Hot Toys
It's
one. We're going
just
with
the car.
𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵.
But
Boo.
𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵, Hot Toys is very much a main line in the 12. They're basically the name in your 12-inch figures, but 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 does amazing work. And 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 it seems like they focus more on actually doing statues, but when they want that likeness and that factor of realness, they really bring it home. Their
Hoverboard.
their Ghostbusters figures are amazing. Like, we saw the Star Ace ones, and they're very good. But the 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 ones looked amazing, and you can't find them on eBay for less than $400 a piece. They didn't sell at that. Man.
Trying to get a picture of the original. There we go.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵 does amazing work. They're re-releasing these guys, and I'm hoping that I can jump on it because I would really like to have the original Ghostbusters, and I would really like the Ecto one, but I don't know if they're going to re-release that.
Now, to stay on topic for a second, you mentioned 𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵𝗵, but Premium Collectibles Studio is also doing. Well, they're not figures; they're statues, and they just released their sculpt of Peter Venkman.
I'm not familiar with that company, but that's pretty good.
Get the fuck out of here! There you go. They've been slowly.
Is it PCS?
Yeah.
Okay, I never knew what PCS Collectibles stood for.
That it looks like Bill, man.
PCS is also putting out a figure of 𝗖𝗽𝗆𝗆. Oof, that's hard.
That one?
There it is. Yeah.
Did you see how much that was?
No, I didn't. I only saw the teasing announcement. I didn't. How much? What's the price point? Did they come up with one or not yet?
Yeah, they did.
Woo! It's what scale is it, or what size is it really?
If I know.
Oh, 20. It's 30 inches high.
It's a big boy.
That's amazing, though. That's so
That's a
good.
big boy. You know how you have Godzilla?
Yeah,
That's how I would have my 𝗖𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆.
yeah. That's awesome. That's honestly the way that that's the way you need a 𝗖𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆, though. That's the 𝗖𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆 to get.
Yeah. Yes. Nobody steps on a church in my town.
That looks so good.
Look at that.
Just squeezing between the buildings.
That's amazing. Yeah, no, I have no complaints. I saw that price. I was like, fair. That's fair.
Yeah, for the size. I wasn't sure if it was going to be in line with Iron Studios, how they do the 1/10 scale to be a more affordable price point. But no, they're going all in. And PCS does really usually go bigger.
Speaking of 𝗖𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆. Come on, Pete. You know you want it.
No, I'm all right.
You pre-ordered it already.
No,
I love that. I love that thing. I have no right to, but I really like that.
it's a cool concept, definitely.
Yeah, that works way better than it should, though.
I agree.
That's spectacular. And apparently it's their second one. I had no idea this was a thing at first.
Man, I didn't know you were such a weak fan.
Yeah,
I thought you gave a crap about Ghostbusters.
I wish I also had a filter for my poop, by the way. At the end.
What size is the new one?
It looks like it's going to be like 8 inches tall because it shows someone holding it.
𝗖cie.
Yeah, right there. It's big.
Jesus.
He's thick. And now my one complaint for the episode.
Why is this a complaint? I thought you'd be like super stoked
Because
about
it's an exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con, which means if I want them,
Saw
I'm gonna
that.
spend what, $500 goddamn dollars?
I really don't like how all these companies put out exclusives for the hardest con to get to.
Well, Kelly, I showed Kelly this and I was like, you believe this shit? And she said, you think maybe they're actually not selling enough for them to just put it out as another wave? Just a thought, because so this would be wave 3. So you had wave 1 re-release, wave 2 re-release. This is wave 3, and it's a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I don't understand why else she would do that.
Yeah, I don't know either. She might have a point, but I really don't know, and I don't think it's really
I don't know the numbers.
I don't think it's really possible to know, in all honesty.
No, they're not going to release the numbers, so I don't know. But I did say when I first looked at it, I said they're going to end up releasing all. I think there was like 6 or 7 Ghostbusters waves, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? At this point, I'm going to get them all because, God, I hate that I don't have those anymore. And then I saw this, I'm like, well, I'm not going to have this one. That really bummed me out. That really took me out. I wouldn't go to San Diego Comic-Con just because way too many people before or after.
Yeah, that's
COVID. I also expense. I'm just not buying. It's not. Can I? Sure. Will I? No. He's dummy thick. Yeah, he is. What did you bring up here? What's this? We looked at that already, did we not?
Did we? I don't remember.
Well, who cares? Here
Did
it
we
is.
know about this? Did we talk about this before?
I swear we talked about the Batmobile, but it doesn't matter. We're here.
I like turtles.
You don't like Batman?
This is the clean version. I'm not familiar with the company that's putting this out at all, but I want this. I loved that movie, The Batman.
Is it going to be the same size as the 2 models we just mentioned?
It's a 1/6, yes. So this is a big ass Batmobile.
Big ass Batmobile.
The principles. Say one of us is nuts about all 3 of these things as much as I'm nuts about Ghostbusters, and I have to have all 3. Where the fuck am I going to live? Where am I putting these damn things?
Dude, there are people on Instagram.
You will be the coolest homeless man ever. Your cardboard box will be fucking decked out.
You'll be like Frank and Charlie and It's Always Sunny when they're hoarding all the trash and they just fill their apartment with all the trash and then they have to sleep on the street because there's no space.
That.
Yeah, dude, I'm not familiar with Jazz Inc. dioramas, but this looks amazing. This looks
That's
so
hot.
good.
Look
I
how
used to listen
clean
to
that
Murder
looks.
Inc. Is that the same?
No,
That's amazing.
it looks so good. There's also a dirty version where it
I
has
think maybe we looked at the dirty version.
mud
I think
kicked
that
up
was
and
it.
everything.
Dirty
Well,
version.
And this is a different vehicle. It doesn't count. I don't remember going over this at all.
No, it's.
But
Well,
it
even
looks
if we
so
did,
good.
I'm glad we're looking at it again because that's hot.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, that's. Whew. All right. You know what else is awesome? That
There's Mondo again. Yeah.
It's Mondo.
I
It's
never got
Batman
into
Beyond.
Batman Beyond.
I was just gonna say, I never watched Batman Beyond, but the premise, my friend Leo, who is unfortunately no longer with us, but we would spend hours talking about this shit. And he's the only guy that I ever played the regular Fortnite mode with. That's how nerdy we were. He raves about this show. He raved about Batman Beyond. He goes, "You have to watch it." And it's a great companion piece to the original animated series. So once I'm finished that box set, which is also vast, this box set got released after, I will probably grab it and get into it.
What's with the
But
winky egg?
The what?
The little winky egg thing. What is that?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow. That's how I was born.
It's the Stay Puft. No, they're mini puffs. Haven't you seen the? Hello. By the way, happy anniversary to Frozen Empire.
It's already been a year.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, is it really? Did we really do the con last year, dude?
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't 2 years ago?
Positive.
Now, the only way this will be cooler is if they have an old Bruce Wayne. What is with the egg? Will somebody explain to me the egg? Now it's bothering me. Is it Eggman before he gets old? Is that, what's his name? Vincent Price?
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
I want ghost tickets. How much are they? Oh, I bought some. Weirdo. Well, anyway, that's Batman Beyond. I thought that was awesome. Oh, okay. More Batman. I have 2 more links, so you guys sit tight. This one.
Oh, it's his egg baby.
From like school?
Oh my God, it's from season 2, episode 19.
It is. It's literally what it is, dude.
like a school egg baby?
Yes, because he's a high school kid. Okay, that's funny.
But I guess it's a computerized device that simulated the needs and reactions of a regular baby, all the while recording the care and attention.
What the fuck? You know what? I'm in. Sign me up. I'm in. What a weird ass fucking reference.
Right?
Hey, remember that thing from season 2 when he had to carry a baby? Let's put that in there too.
You know, I just remembered that Diamond Select Toys did have some Invincible figures.
Oh.
This
is an incredible sculpt, yeah.
Which one
this
is
is an action figure, not a
Is this the Inert?
Yeah, I think so.
Morphig?
Oh, the Morphig, yeah. It's the same company. It's Queen Studios. Yeah, no, these are going to be amazing. I'm really curious what the price point is.
$1 million.
Oh my God.
You never reminded to remind you. Randy.
Oh, yeah, I'm also interested about the next Batman thing. I just remembered what that was, too.
What is it?
It's the Batmobile model kit.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Another presentation I made because I hate Instagram, so.
I'm curious.
Look at all the fucking...
Yeah, dude, it's going to come with a good amount of accessories. Well, it's probably going to represent everything he had across the movies.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm not impressed by the ab crunch on this, but honestly...
The rest of it looks so good, it's like, whatever.
Well, I mean, I can't really say that as if so many figures are lacking ab crunch. So, yeah, it's something I really can only complain about a little bit. I mean, even Isaac over here has pretty bad ab crunch.
And well, actually, there are 2 more things. So here's the first, last but not least. Boom, boom.
Yeah. Oh, it is Mono King. Yes, this is gonna be awesome. Oh, I'm in. I'm already in. Waiting for it.
I made this so we could look at it without the Instagram pages.
Oh, I couldn't. I totally missed who was putting this out, and it looks like it adapts from the Batman vs Superman and Justice League version. Otherwise, they're putting out 2 models. But knowing what they did with the Tumblr, it's gonna convert.
Well, I was gonna say no. They just put out one because you can paint it differently. You can paint it whatever way you want, right?
No, this is a prototype. The prototypes are pretty much always gray. Oh, I cannot wait. This is gonna be fun to put together, but it's also gonna be
A pain
so
in the ass.
good. The Tumblr that I put together from them, it's so cool. It's just in its box right now because space, but
Okay, so what's your of the movie Batmobiles? What's your favorite? Not to put you on the spot, but also to put you on the spot.
I was actually thinking about this earlier. The most iconic is probably the '89 Batman one.
I was gonna say Keaton. Yeah, 100%.
But is that your favorite one? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's my favorite. I like the Val Kilmer one.
I forget about the Val Kilmer one, and then I'm like, the Val Kilmer one's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's more over the top because some of the details on it are completely unrealistic. The Keaton one is nice because it's very functional.
Yeah.
It has weird curvature and everything, but it doesn't go into detail that are kind of pointless. One of the things I actually like about the Pattinson Batmobile is how much of it is basically just a muscle car that's been beefed up into his vigilante vehicle.
That's what I like about that car. It's literally just a muscle car, right?
It has flair and everything, but it looks like he basically just overtuned an existing muscle car. And I think that was kind of cool about that one.
Now we have Todd's mods.
Yeah, these are just goofy.
It looks like Frank Miller's Superman.
Let's just say I hate this.
It kind of does. I hate it too, but it does kind of look like Frank Miller's Superman.
Which was already a caricature of Superman, and now it's...
Do you guys like the Bat Missile? I love the Bat Missile. If you mean the Batman Returns Bat Missile, I fucking love that thing.
Well, we went over the Bat Missile on the podcast before because Hot Toys put one out.
Yeah, I love that fucking thing.
Scale, it's huge.
I played this stinking city like a harp from hell. Oh, I heard. I got nothing else.
I have something else really fast. I have to find it. Damn it. Pete's gonna love it.
It's kaiju.
All episode.
It's not kaiju related. Although Hi Toys is re-releasing their Ghidorah figure. God.
You're a whore, Peter.
Where did this go? Anything new on the... Oh, Pete, I mentioned it to Dan before you got on. I swapped out my roll of filament, and it's printing a lot better.
You were right.
I didn't realize how much of an issue old filament was in 3D printers. Like, all the other things that it would contribute to, 3D printing being terrible. But yeah, it's making a huge difference because I did my first layer test. I'm going with...
Did your first line?
minus 1.86. It just looks a little bit better because I didn't update the firmware, so I can't go to like minus 1.88, which I think would be probably perfect. But I'm doing a 3D print right now of something that I modeled. Was hoping it'd be ready for the show, but it's not. But maybe I'll paint it up and post it elsewhere. That's not what I sent.
I didn't see what you sent. I saw that in the meantime.
Yeah, we talked about that one too when it was first announced. So now it's available for pre-order. Yeah, we talked about it when it was like first announced. And honestly, I don't mind coming back to things when they're finally available because if it's something that caught someone's eye, now you can go and buy it.
Get the DeLorean, and you have
it's on a wait list.
Come out of it.
I want this so bad.
It's on a wait list though.
Yeah, it's on a wait list, but I want look at that. That looks like Roddy. It comes with bubble gum.
Honestly, Dan, I don't know how much you don't really look into, you appreciate things generally more than I do, but if you had this figure in hand, I feel like you would not be the biggest fan of it, maybe.
I see now. Well, I could enhance it and give it one of the PKE meters from my other Ghostbuster toys, because those are used at the end of the day, live as communicators for the aliens, and I just souped it up and have something nobody else has. Boom.
Or you could put a proton pack on him, and you could say, "I was here to
Alien
chew gum
buster.
and bust ghosts, and I'm all out of bubble gum."
Out of gum. Oh, Pete, you're gonna love this. And we're out of time. No.
In light of your comments about the that Superman, I saw this and I was like, "Oh,
wow,
he doesn't need to see this," but now you're seeing it.
The eyes are creepy. That's
you know what makes me sad about this?
What you like?
Is that means the other turtles were successful enough for this to happen?
Those crazy things right there,
those fucking
which are already overpriced. I forget how much they are, but they were expensive. Weren't they like $90?
Yeah. Yeah, they're almost like $100.
Pete, can you clear something up for me? If memory serves, it's only TGIR in the movie. It's actually TCIR in the comic.
I thought it was TGI.
I thought it was TCBY.
That can't be yogurt.
The country's. Never-ending schlock.
Chemical Company Turtles comic.
Yeah, Techno Global Research Industries, TGRI.
Or maybe I'm crazy. I thought it was something different in the original comics. I could be wrong. I'm not the turtle fan here.
Millions.
What do you expect? They come out quoting Macbeth.
This thing is over 12 inches tall. It's huge.
That turtle looks like he's.
Little baby turtle there.
I hate this. I hate this with my entire being.
I bet you Kevin Nash hates this. I just want that thing. I want the TGIR canister to glow.
Then we'll 3D print you one, dude.
Will it glow?
That's a good fucking idea. Maybe I should get some like glow in the dark resin, right? And print these canisters out.
You can make it glow in the dark?
And put TCBY on them. Yeah.
Don't put TCBY on them. Put the right thing on them and give it to me. I want one.
Oh, I know they make glow in the dark resin. I know they do.
I think it's just green slime that I like, because there's that movie, The Manhattan Project, in the 80s, and they're taking green slime out. John Lithgow's the head scientist, and he's the good guy. And then there's green slime and Ghostbusters.
Oh,
and
I'm an idiot. I thought you were talking about like the third Ninja Turtles game for some reason.
Huh?
The Manhattan Project.
Oh, yeah,
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, sorry.
The Manhattan Project.
Or there's just a TGIR glow in the dark keychain.
That's pretty cool too.
That's pretty cool.
That fucks.
That Etsy, somebody comment. Come on, man, you can do that for me.
I can definitely do that.
Don't do it for me. Do it for you, and then do it for me. Rest in peace, David Warner.
It's typically what I do. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, rest in peace, George Foreman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic boxer. Even better griller.
Pour out your drip pan.
You know what I like most about this? You know what I like most about the Foreman grill?
What's that?
They originally offered it to Hogan.
Could have been the Hogan grill.
And Hogan didn't invent it, you idiot. I guess not you, those idiots.
Foreman.
If George Foreman invented the grill, then they shouldn't have Hulk Hogan.
They just gave it to him to make it. Oh my God, Matt! No, they eventually went to Hogan, and Hogan was like, "Oh, I don't think that's lucrative, brother." Instead, we got the George Foreman grill and Hulk Hogan's Pasta Mania. Look that one up. Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
Apparently, this on my TV.
It was a pasta restaurant.
It was a pasta restaurant.
It was a bus because
I also received more Warhammer things that I didn't show anybody.
See, I knew it. See,
Cut the feed. Cut the feed. He's gone crazy.
These are from the game, though. It's Titus, Galadriel, and Chiron.
How?
Everybody
How are you
follow-
so into this?
Follow me.
Dude, the game is awesome. I'm gonna be reading the books. Dude. Just okay. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. I also received Emperor Guilliman, and I have my little Warhammer shelf set up, and they look so cute up there. But I also received my Blood Angels, which is pretty cool. Yeah, waiting for my World Eaters. I need my World Eaters to come in. I also pre-ordered Angron, which is like a 15-inch tall demon with like a 26-inch wingspan. That's gonna be really cool.
Cut him off. He's going into a rant.
Damn, you don't even know about the other boat that followed that one. What was the name of that?
It was called, if you want to
the
hear
one
more
that
about
rescued
it,
everybody in the
Sunday,
water, the
it was at 8
Carpathia.
p.m. live on YouTube.
What was it, Dan?
Carpathia?
That might be it. I thought it was
The one that rescued everybody in the water?
maybe it was an
It was
age
the
check.
No, it was definitely the Carpathia.
Okay. Well, I had in high school I had a friend whose dad was like obsessed with the Titanic and that.
The reason why I remember that so much is because Vigo the Carpathian. So I remember the Carpathia.
Yeah.
Head to ShadowMoses112.com to add our accessories.
The California was closer, but the California was like, "Fuck you, we're going to sleep."
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about the Britannic.
Oh, the sister ship, the Britannic. Yeah.
Yep.
The Olympic, the Titanic, and the Britannic. Yes.
Hey, Pete, if you want to be a little negative Nancy, go play with your 3D
The
printer.
Britannic sunk. The Titanic sunk. The Olympics, the only one that made it through its whole career. Through 2
Now,
wars.
Pete, did you get the ace
I did.
or just the? Okay.
I'm doing the print right now. I've been talking about what I'm planning on doing with it since I've been.
I just honestly I could not remember if you got the ace or just the basic printer. My print. I'm going in stable mode right now, but my print is gonna finish in the next couple of hours. Have you painted any of your 3D prints or anything or no? I'm curious how much I really need to sand them down or prime it first.
Oh, have fun. That's a lot. Yeah. You should get Bondo. You should get Mechanic Primer, which is like a pile-on thicker primer. And then different grits of paper. So you're going to need a rough grit to initially knock it down a little bit, and then a smoother one as you start building up the layers.
I bought one of those sponges.
Olympic,
I don't know what the grit is actually.
Olympic at the top, Titanic in the middle, Britannic on the bottom. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Things I don't care about for 500.
What?
Things I don't care about for 500, please.
Well, I don't give a fuck about Conan.
Misty, this is what happens when we let Dan indulge too much. It becomes an episode entirely about Ghostbusters, Titanic. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
The Britannic, the Carpathian, or whatever.
Vigo.
Born 1605, died 1505, died 1610. Did not die of old age either. He was poisoned, stabbed, shot, hung, disavowed, and drawn and quartered.
Yeah,
Or
like,
slide into our Instagram to see the current projects we're working on.
that French is not great, but
There was a prophecy just before his head died. He said, "Death is but a door, time is but a window. I'll be back." Are we done?
Death is but a door. The gap between your mother's butt cheeks is another door.
Oh God, what's a good
I'm
starter
sorry.
printer?
Ooh, I would go with what Matt has. The
Don't get one.
Ender 3 KESE, I think it's called.
The
I would just
V3K.
hire.
Yeah,
I would just
V3K.
hire people that can do it to do
Figure out what you're going to 3D print. Know what you want to 3D print before you print it.
There is a plethora of free things online,
Yeah, there are, but like
especially for cats.
if you're getting a 3D printer, you have to justify all the forward frustration by knowing what you're going to 3D print, not just one thing.
I don't know. I would say the the printer that you and I have takes a lot of that frustration out. Is it the best?
Oh no,
printer?
I mean it's
No.
not that.
Is it reliable? Fuck yes, it is.
I need to do this fucking Z offset because I love that printer.
Oh shit!
But
cat mask. I'm sorry.
But that's really the thing is,
my kitten.
What are you gonna 3D print that you're gonna spend $250, $300 on a printer for?
Yeah, there goes
That's
my
a good point.
algorithm.
It's a good point. But to be fair, I also print out like a lot of stupid stuff. So I do a lot of drawer organizers for myself.
There's that. Yeah, I need to now that this guy's running like a champion. I actually should. I need to find outlets for my my Cobra Max
5.
There, this is what I was looking for.
I need to find outlets for that because it's not buying any right now, and I want it on my counter. Although I might as well move it because I got the big fucker, top of the line. That's a dime, you know, cute face, little waist, and a big behind.
What's top of the line? Oh, like a bamboo. I personally wouldn't go that route because I feel like they're overpriced. Don't get me wrong, they are workhorses for the most part, but I feel like you can find the same quality in a cheaper printer.
There's a line between like consumer level products and then professional level. And often it's thousands of dollars between them.
Yes, I agree. But also that line is being blurred every day.
Yes.
One thing I think would be cool though, is an enclosed. So maybe like the Creality, what is it? The KE enclosed one.
That newer one they put out.
Not the newer one. The model before.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of an 𝗍𝗄𝗃. 𝗍𝗄𝗃 just putting out that's an enclosure. But
that is and it's super affordable.
You can also buy an enclosure that will fit the fucking Cobra 2 Max online, and it's $100.
Yeah. But yeah, if you get an enclosed one, you can start doing exotic prints. So like TPU, more functional prints like PETG, ABS.
Yeah.
So the pros for PETG and ABS is you could actually use it for like household everyday kind of things, or even put them outside and the weathering, it'll be able to withstand the weathering much better than PLA. Yeah. TPU is more flexible. So if you're looking to make like maybe cosplay or do something for the cats that's more comfortable than PLA, an enclosed model might be the best way to go. And as Matt just mentioned earlier, 𝗍𝗄𝗃 just put out an enclosed model. 𝗍𝗄𝗃, in my opinion, has come a long way since their first models all the way to their third models. In my opinion, that second model was more reliable than anything they put out prior. So they are the affordable route to go, even more so than Creality. But as far as reliability goes, I think Creality has that cornered.
What's also funny, though, is if you really dive a little deep, I had a problem where my filament sensor got clogged. Like a piece, when I was swapping out the old shit for the new, a piece of filament was stuck in there, and then I had to like crack that open. And I was looking to see if there was another way to clean that out, and they've used the same filament sensor on the past, like since they've started using them. It's the same one. The printer that arrived on Friday, it's going to use the same damn one.
Yes, most of your modern printers have that that extra USB port to mount electronics and cameras and stuff.
Or are you talking about? I think she's actually talking about something that she could print out to like hold the camera.
Oh, like a pod of some sorts. Yeah, absolutely.
I might be wrong, but I think that's what she's talking about. And I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, I think, but I saw a video where this guy created a custom stand to hold his Kindle so that and he has the clicker for it. So like when he's laying in bed, it holds the Kindle on its side and then he just clicks and he could read it without touching the actual Kindle. Honestly, there are so many things that you don't really even consciously think of that are really fun, practical applications for 3D printing. Like Pete said, drawer organizers is a really good one, but you have to watch out what you're using them for, because like PLA, you cannot use for your silverware because it's not safe. If moisture gets in there, it's going to get gross. There's so many different things to look into, and honestly, you can find stuff in forums for it. Reddit has a lot of conversations about it. Dan wants to print Ecto-1s, or he wants to print garages for cars. How many words, Dan? 3? I don't know what you're doing. You're holding.
I was just showing you. I forgot I had the 2016 Ecto-1 right here in front of me the whole time.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, sorry. No, I want to print out Phil Collins' drum set from the 1974-75 Landlines Down Broadway tour.
Yeah, but that's not a household item, Dan. So no.
I don't know. It's a household item to me, motherfucker.
I actually want to make something for my little coffee table that clips onto the side, and it will just hold the controller under it. And then on the other side, I want it to hold the charging cable so that it just goes to the PlayStation, sleeps under the thing, holds the controller, and I can just pull it so that I don't have to worry about the cable draping over the coffee table or anything. Just stupid little things like that. And I have a cheap-ass coffee table with kind of a hole from my fist. But if I don't care about punching the shit out of it, then I definitely don't care about making a few drill holes to hold something in place for it. So, yeah. No, there's a lot of things that you could do with it. A couple of years ago on Facebook, someone was looking for just a little simple hook for a tent, just to slide on the pole and then hold the pole in, and I just printed that out for him.
My ex-boss actually started a side business with making a product that helps winterize boats.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty fucking awesome.
3D printing is really good for prototyping too.
Yeah. He started with resin, and then he used the resin to cast, and then he made his own molds, and now he casts the fucking parts.
And I have that thing too. The flow is eventually coming. It's kind of really nice. That's something I kickstarted. I've mentioned it a few times. It's basically set up to be like an in-home injection molding kit where you have your 3D printed templates, and then they give you a spray basically so that you can put those in. You can put anything that's meant to be inside of that cast in, like if you have magnets or metal that's holding parts of it in there. And then it's an injection molding thing using 3D printed parts. And I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out. I hope it turns out good, because that was like a $500 Kickstarter I backed. But still, that gets me into the doorway of injection molding, which is something I would eventually like to get into, because casting is hard, and I don't know, I live in an apartment, so I need things that are a little more space efficient as I buy fucking 3 feet Godzilla statues and shit. You know.
Follow me at DanLo83 on all social media platforms.
Follow him at Walmart too.
Just follow him.
I don't go in. I pick up because it's fucking Walmart. Weird.
Well, follow him home after he don't.
So please, you know, with all the people I think are coming after me, I'll just shoot you. For legal reasons, I'm kidding.
If you want to hear more of our thoughts, tune in Sundays at 8 p.m. live on YouTube, or head to shadowmoses112.com to add our accessories to your collection, or slide into Instagram to see what current projects we're working on. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you next Sunday.